Right, as anybody who has children that go to BRYN, who use the free school transport that's provided by Conwy County Borough Council will now be aware, they're cancelling the free school transport. In the letter, which I'll put on the screen, it's saying the route that was previously designated as hazardous it's had a full reassessment, and they're now saying it is no longer deemed as hazardous. Well, I've got three main points I want to make about what's going on. The hazards that are going to be caused. I've also got congestion concerns, and I've also got environmental concerns. So I'm going to split the video into three distinct sections. But every single section of the video, they all interlink. The extra cars on the road causing the extra hazard to the kids interlinks with the congestion. The extra cars on the road interlinks with the environmental problems. I'll go through that as we go through the video. Right, let's have a look at some of the roads in the village that they are now deeming non-hazardous. So, in the first clip, we're going to run up Colwyn Road, past the banana pitch and up to the old bus terminus. We've got no pavements on this road. It's a narrow road, and there's not enough room for two cars to get up this section of the road. You have to stop right at the bottom on the wide bit to let them down, or you have to pull into Colwyn Close or the entrance to the banana field to let cars come up if they're already approaching. Now we're just going up the really narrow section in the road to get here now. Nowhere is there a pavement. And we've also lost the Arriva bus network that used to run up to the old bus terminus, which we're about to drop into now. So any children living in this part of the village, if they have to use public transport, have to walk this road to the nearest bus stop, which is on Gadless Road, where the Chinese and the village shop is. It's a dangerous situation to put the children into. Right, I'm dropping down past the banana pitch now onto the really narrow section of the road, and as you can see, there's a child going home from school on a scooter, and you have to be really careful when there are people walking on that section of the road. That's just one child trying to get home from school. Right, we're at 20 past 3 in the afternoon in this video clip, and I'm about to pull into Gadless Road now. And this is the time when mums and dads are picking their children up from the local village school. And you can see the amount of traffic on the road, the amount of parked cars that are just scattered all around the village. And the whole village is like this. It's not just little bits of the village. All of the village is extremely busy. The village is very busy. The congestion in the village is what you see in this video clip. It is like this every day of the week. Can you imagine now mums and dads saying, right, I'm not using public transport, I'm going to take my child to school. All the extra cars that are going to be on these narrow roads 2 times a day, taking kids to school, mum and dad coming home, going to pick the kids up in the afternoon, coming home. It's going to be crazy, absolutely crazy. So many situations where children's lives are put at risk. Anyway, we're just running onto Conwy Road now. With the cars on both sides of the road, and lots of them parking on the pavement, you regularly come across mums pushing buggies and pushing prams that have to come onto the road to get around the parked cars. They've got no choice. More danger. Right, I'm going to run up one of the other dangerous roads in the village now. And this is COLWYN Road. And this is from the A547 running up into the village. And this is one of the busiest roads in the village. We've got pavement on both sides of the road at the bottom. And then the road goes very, very narrow. And like I'm going to do here, I'm going to see a pedestrian coming down the hill. And it's always on this nasty corner you meet them. Sod's Law says you meet them on this corner. It's a blind corner. So you now put yourself as a driver at risk, having to go to the other side of the road to pass a pedestrian. Potential again for another serious accident. Okay, top of COLWYN Road, we're back to pavement on one side. And now we're running back into the main part of the village, up Tremedon. Let's now run down Forderlan. We're on the wide bit of the road here with pavement both sides. And this is where the pavement finishes. There's no more pavement on this road. Again, we've got the problem of parked cars at the side of the road. People need to park their cars somewhere. That's where they park them, outside their house. They're doing nothing wrong. They're not breaking any laws parking their cars side of the road. But it makes the road very, very tight, very, very dangerous. And once again, where do pedestrians go in that situation? They've got nowhere safe to get out of the way. So we're running down towards the church now. And we're heading onto COLWYN Road. This is the road that now leads to YSGOL, the village school. Another dangerous road. No pavements. Again, where do pedestrians go on that road? It's only here the pavement starts, where the school entrance is. But you can see my concerns about safety. The village needs the free school transport. We really do need it. We're going to consider the extra congestion in this part of the video. So, the buses that they're using for the school transport are 53-seater buses. How many cars are needed to carry the equivalent number of people that are on a bus? Right, a 53-seater bus, as used by the school children, is 12 metres long. The average length of the average car in the United Kingdom is 4 metres. We came up with 17.6 cars, so we'll round it up to 18. That makes 72 metres of vehicles against one bus at 12 metres. Imagine every single one of them parents, all 53 of them, decide to take their kids to school. That equates 4 metres of car, total length 212 metres. So what conclusion do we come up with? I'd rather one 12-metre bus on the road than 18 cars at 72 metres, or 53 cars at 212 metres. Now you can see what my concerns are with congestion. More cars on the road, so we got longer queues on the road in the morning and longer queues on the road in the afternoon. Yeah, that's where I've come to the conclusion with my congestion. You can't deny the facts. You can do the sums yourself. They make sense, and I've proved it on the video. Right, let's look at the amount of fuel that the 53-seater bus is going to use over a period of a week, taking the children to and from school twice a day. We've got a bus that carries 53 people. That's going to do 60 miles, and it does 10 miles to the gallon. So that bus is going to use 6 gallons of diesel to carry 53 people. The average car does 40 miles to the gallon. So for it to do 60 miles, it needs to use 1.5 gallons of petrol. So the 18 cars, which is the equivalent to one bus, all using 1.5 gallons of petrol, are going to use 27 gallons of petrol. And if we go to the extreme and say one car, one child, so that's 53 cars, using 1.5 gallons of petrol a week to do the journey, that is 79.5 gallons of fuel a week. It makes more sense to have one 53-seater bus using 6 gallons of diesel, producing less emissions than the 18 cars or the 53 cars. Not just exhaust emissions, but tyre particulates that are carcinogenic, brake dust, carcinogenic, clutch dust, also carcinogenic. The bus is the most environmentally friendly form of transport to get 53 school children to and from LLYSFAEN to Brynelian. Not the cars, the bus. Conwy County Council, will you please look at the facts and the figures, do your sums, and please reinstate the free school transport for the children of LLYSFAEN who need to get to Brynelian School 5 days a week.